Hey Algebra 1! Today's lesson is our final video for the week. It's going to be pretty short, so that's nice. It is just the last part of Chapter 8, Section 3. In your book, it's on page 489, so make sure you're turned there and following along. Make sure you're looking at my note handout from this section, or you have paper and pencil in front of you. Yesterday, we talked about multiplying binomials by binomials. And so we learned three different methods there: the distribution method, the chart method, or FOIL. Today, we're going to talk about what do we do when we are dealing with a binomial multiplied by a trinomial. And so there are two different methods for this one. I'm going to demonstrate them both with this first problem. So I'll do it one way and then clear my board and do it a second way for you. And then there will be a practice problem to go with it, and that's it for today. So here's my trinomial being multiplied by my binomial. And my first method is going to use the distribution method. Now yesterday, when we were multiplying a two-term by a two-term, we got 4 terms in our answer. And then sometimes we cleaned it up and we combined terms and ended up with 3. But when we first do the initial multiplication, we got 4 terms. Today, I'm going to be multiplying 3 terms by 2 terms. So how many terms should I get my first time through? I should get 6 terms. Then I'm going to have to look for any common terms that can be cleaned up to get my final answer. So like I said, today we're going to think through distribution. And the first thing I'm going to do is look at my first term, 3x squared, and I'm going to multiply it by both of the terms in my second quantity. So 3x squared times 2x gives me 6x cubed. 3x squared times negative 7 gives me negative 21x squared. I did one term of my distribution. We changed colors. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my second term. I'm going to multiply that x by both of the terms in the second quantity. X times 2x gives me positive 2x squared. X times negative 7 gives me negative 7x. I don't have my 6 terms yet. I know I still have one step to go. The last thing I'm going to do is multiply this third term with the sign by, again, both parts of that second quantity. Negative 5 times 2x gives me negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 7 gives me positive 35. Now, I should see that I have 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so far so good. But I know that my answer needs to be written in descending order with all of my common terms combined. Now, the way this works out in this problem is we actually see the common terms together. So I'm going to start by writing my final answer with my highest power. I see x cubed, so that's going to be my highest power. Well, if I look at my 6 terms, I don't have anything else with an x cubed. So this is going to remain the same. My next one is going to be my x squareds. So I find all my x squareds. Well, I have negative 21 plus 2 of them. So I know I'm going to have negative 19x squared when I combine them. I'm going to cross them out. My next one is going to be just my x to the first power. And I see I have 2 of those there, 2 separate terms that need to be combined using the coefficients. Negative 7 minus 10 gives me negative 17x. Cross them out. My last thing in descending order, 3, 2, 1, 0 x's. No x's, my numbers, they're always last. So when I clean up this first problem, I get 6x cubed minus 19x squared minus 17x plus 35 in standard form, descending order. Okay, I'm going to clear this though, and I want to show you another method for this. In the book, they will demonstrate a vertical method. And if you use the vertical method, it's going to be very similar to how we multiply with multi-digit numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and write my first polynomial, and I'm going to write my second polynomial right below it. There we go. There you see it written vertically. I have 3x squared plus x minus 5 multiplied by 2x minus 7. Notice that my everything is flush to the right side, and each of these things is lined up. Now, that does not mean they're lined up by power. Coincidentally, they are this time, but that is not necessary. Just all the way to the right. Then I'm going to go ahead and multiply it just like I would if I were multiplying a multi-digit number. So my first thing that I'm going to go through and multiply everything by this negative 7. Should use a different color there. So negative 5 times negative 7 gives me positive 35. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. 3x squared times negative 7 is this. You'll notice though that my answers are lined up. Well, just like if we were multiplying numbers, my second row would have nothing here. I would jump over to this spot because I'm going to multiply everything now by this 2x, and that needs to line up underneath that, just like we've done for years when we multiply multi-digit numbers. So I'll go through and go with a different color. Negative 5 times 2x gives me negative 10x plus 2x squared, and then we have 6x cubed all the way to the left. Notice when you do this method though, the common terms do line up, making it really easy to clean up our last version. 6x cubed minus 19x squared minus 17x plus 35. You notice we got the same answers we did the first way. When it comes to problems like this, you can do whatever method you prefer. Distribution or multiplying vertically. Either one is fine. I tend to think best in distribution, so I'll work horizontally when I go over the practice problem, which is right here. Okay, so you have one practice problem here to do. It's also the got it problem under problem 5 in your book. Go ahead and pause the video and try this one, and then we'll go over that. Okay, like I said, I'm going to do this distribution. I'm going to multiply everything in here by 2x squared. My first one multiplied by both terms. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. 2x squared times negative 3 is negative 6x squared. And I better start writing a little bit smaller because I know 3 terms times 2 terms is going to give me 6 terms at first. Okay, second one, negative 3x multiplied by both terms again. Going to give me negative 3x squared plus 9x. Be careful with your signs here. My last one. This one's nice. I'm going to multiply everything by 1. Nice. It means it's not going to change anything. Okay, at this point, I have 6 terms. I'm going to find my common terms, and this time I'll draw a little box around them, or I'll just underline them. So my final answer should be cleaned up completely and written in descending order. So it's going to give me 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 10x minus 3 as my final answer for that. Standard form, descending order of powers. Okay, that's it for today. We finished section 8.3 and you have some suggested book problems. However, our book problems aren't that many because this is just pertaining to one of the practice problems in the lesson. So I took a picture of the answers for you because there's some even ones in there. And that is under the teacher resources in Renwood. So you'll find the answers there. And then you can head to Khan Academy where you have one assignment pertaining to today's lesson. Don't forget though, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, that the problem of the week is required for everybody. It is important as we set the stage for next week. And so you'll find that under Wednesday's column in Renweb. That is also due Friday at 5. Okay, have a great day.